Well, well, well. Greetings there, folks. Are you there? Are we live? Are we happening? What's up? Hey, we're back, baby. It's been a while. It's been a long while, but I had to get something out there because, well, my machine is back. I have a system, it's functional, and that's really all that matters. I'm off that stupid shift. You saw the shorts, or at least you saw one. I don't know what the hell happened with the other one. Big things are happening. I had to get on here. Let's talk some stuff. Welcome to the show. How y'all been doing? Most importantly, of course, I got a chance to be back. I was like out because it's the pack season. I was out because my tower was being a little bitch. Nobody could figure it out, so I said, screw that. I'm gonna spend $1,000 to get me something better. And we did so, and we're up. And it's really stupid that I had to do all that just to get the same damn thing basically I had before. But you know how they do. You know how they do. This is how they do. So yeah, here we are. How y'all been doing? Y'all been doing some flying? I've been like trying to get out there and like watch more of y'all's videos because I didn't get a chance to do that. And it was keeping me entertained all those busy nights when I was trying to not fall asleep. I said busy nights. What I meant was non-busy nights that I was trying not to fall asleep because they put me in a position where, and yeah, I'm talking a little bit about work, but I got to get it out the way because like they put me in a position where I was kind of supervising. So I didn't really have to do much and I had minions and they could do it. And that was kind of great. So I had to keep myself entertained. And most of the time I was reading about it and watching about it and listening to y'all. And some of our members didn't do much, but hey, at least there was stuff out there to be talking about. Made some comments, did a couple shorts that I haven't uploaded yet, and I'm sorry about that, but big things happening, especially over at Sill. You guys getting ready for some stuff, and man, dude, that thing is just snowballing rapidly. I can't wait to get that out there for everybody to see. That's some new, like, we're talking some new exports, because, like, the export fighter that we're coming out with, like, really starting to feel like my own joint strike fighter, and we're proceeding with that, and yeah, big things happening on that front, and it will work with Pacer, which is like just boss. So I mean, like, it's all cool. It's all cool. It's good. You'll look forward to seeing that in the future. And yeah, so basically, we're trying to do the regular show here because we ain't done the regular show in a hot, I don't know what, been a long damn time in it. So we're trying to fix that. We were putting the show out, and everybody was like incredible. That we thought like, hey, we couldn't get, like more, we couldn't get a show out while we were there because it was dark and I didn't want to take warehouse pictures, internal pictures for stupid shit like that. So I did what I did. And that's not what that is. Huh. Okay. But whatever. So yeah, we're just looking and amazed at how that was coming out. And we're trying to see if anybody did any shows here over the past month. Experiment Coup, H. How do you pronounce that anyway? HPAP line? I'm gonna go with HPAP line. I like that. Jason Merrill. I actually chatted with Jason a little bit there online, finding out because like he had posted this thing about origami and it sounded like he got into it with somebody. And made a video about it because like it seemed a little perturbing or disturbing. I don't know. Choose your description about it, as it were. And we were talking to him about it, and like, I mean, I could tell there might have been some frustration there, and I was hoping he didn't take our chat with him, like we mentioned a comment on his video. Hope he didn't take it the wrong way. Us in IVPAC, we do a lot of things with a lot of people with a lot of types, and I personally, I mean, I'm always learning. I don't really care. Everything's cool. It doesn't really matter. You do you, we do us. It doesn't matter. Like nobody cares. Everybody's got a different style, and everybody does different things, and you could take it and do different things. And like maybe you want to go one way, maybe you want to go all ways. It doesn't really matter. So, like I said, I was just hoping he wasn't meaning like I was not, throwing him any shade about how that went down. I just thought we had actually genuinely missed something because of the way it just everything about the way it transpired, the way he sounded in the video and the way he made the comments, and it looked like someone out there's subtle hints as to who that might have been. I'm not going to say anything because actually I don't honestly know. I ain't a shit starter, but you could go look And we were just asking him because we were like, so like, man, what did we miss? I thought there might have been something like there literally was something we missed. And he mentioned we missed a lot. And like, I didn't know if you never can tell when you type in if that was sarcasm or not. So I'm not saying he was being sarcastic. I'm just saying like, it could have been aimed at the way it's just typing, so we could have came off wrong. He could have came off wrong. We could have came off right. It just, we're getting clarification. I'm just hoping he knew that we weren't like doing anything like, hey man, what the hell's going on? You guys are stupid, or, blah, 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 anything like that. I just knew, like, after we were watching it, we were like, okay, something went down. What did we miss? And like, I almost could tell by the way he was sounding as to what was missed, where, and how. But like, he being a gentleman, like us being gentlemen, we were not going to go into it. We could just take guesses, and you could draw your own conclusions. Head on over to his channel and see that. Yeah, it's kind of fun. But like, just want to point out though, like he does origami almost exclusively, and they're great planes. And again, like we've got, I don't know if any of our current members are into that, but all of us I think have played with it, and show great respect for that. I mean, like, dude, you do that. That is some cool shit. And like, I just being what we are, we diddle with it. We kind of we diddle, we dabble, we play with it a little bit, but we don't really get into it too much in the core because our group just like if you think about it, they get to be pricey, not just in maybe the paper, maybe the material and construction, but in the time, the man hours put into it. And we just like, man, if you lose that plane in combat, you will be pissed off. I mean, I get pissed off when I lose basic planes in combat. So I'm definitely going to get mad if I lose something I spent like 3 hours building, making it look like a real plane. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in our positions, in our, like, we consider ourselves combat ready. We won't do that because it typically won't do that. It won't be a frontline thing. We'll just play. So we'll build a plane, but we're like, yeah, that ain't my fighter. That ain't my transport. Because no, I ain't losing that bird. I mean, it might be my model that sits out here, looks good, but it ain't. Yeah. So that's just where we come at. I've built origami aircraft. I don't do animals so much. Origami is neat. Got a couple books, like watching it, like watch people create. It is fascinating to see. It's just not, and like I said, I'm pointing that out because I don't want anybody to think that we were putting that down or saying something about that and going like, hey man, we don't do that because we're above that or something. Nobody's above anything. I mean, like, dude. I mean, yeah, we try to build better combat planes, but that's as far above as anything we get, so. But yeah, just trying to clear that up because again, don't want those texts to come off wrong or anything like that. We respect it. We're like, yeah, and we consider, like, I'm a tinkerer, as he calls it, paper crafter. I mean, I'll use anything just to play with it and get it right. And cutting, taping, pasting, gluing, stapling, I don't care. I'm gonna use it. Whatever I can do to maximize that plane, I'm gonna do. I mean, I'll fold some shit, but I'm just, like I said, but I'm not untoward to like looking at some like, damn, that's a cool looking A4. Let me see if I can build that damn thing. It's not going in my force. That's all. So, in my fleet. But another plane that like still almost exclusively. Yeah. What's up, man? I was hoping you'd show up. You doing all right, man? I know we texted, but I was just saying, like, I'm super fucking, dude. I was thinking about it. Mark's online. NASA's is out there. Who's chatting? You see him out there? I was thinking about it, and like, I'm kind of itching to get them damn QR codes on my planes, dude. Like, if we get some kind of inventory, I don't even give a fuck if it's a real inventory. I just want to get a QR code on there and be able to like tell everything about that plane. You know what I mean? I think that'd be cool because everything's got a QR code now. So easy to print. Hey, get them little stickers like we got the roundels. Get your roundels, people. Get them. They look hot, get them if you're, like whatever. But if you get a QR code that you can apply on each plane, it just tells you the details. That's like not only regular, but security minded. Dalton, my man, what up, bro? Holy shit, you got a chance to peep in. That's hot. You doing all right? Thank God you texted me, man, because like I said, I was about to go to your damn house. I'm not even joking. I was about to go to your house. I'm like, the hell, he's not texting me. If his mom didn't tell me he like got in a car accident, I'm going to be pissed. We ringing that doorbell at 3 a.m, like, what's wrong with him? No. But anyway, I'm glad you're all right. Like, it's good. We are anticipating having it. I'll be. You know, you're not out there, but you're gonna be out there. He's planning on coming on a show Saturday night, our time, which should be Sunday morning, the rest of the world's time, the opposite end of the world. Right, big dog. So like we're prepping for that. I don't know if I'm gonna bring out these new exports I got planted, but like I don't even know. I'm really excited about them. Like if all y'all are interested, Mark, I figured kind of like you would be because like you've been itching to like I want to do something. I remember you. I'm quoting this. I know it's about a year ago, but you had said like I want to do something with different size paper. This is the shit. But I ain't making it off limits to anybody. I'm just saying like who wants a contract. This is a little bit different than like licensing build or like anything that where I build something and like I just give it to you. This would be like true export. You get it. We're gonna be in charge of it. So like you will get like it's kind of like getting a software. You know what I mean? Like you install it, so you get the software, the plane. You install it in your fleet, but it'll be us. So if we do any upgrades to it, we expect you to apply them, or we'll give you the example, and you will have it. You know what I mean? But technically, your plane, I won't be using it. You will have it. We'll just be. It could be a collaborative effort. You come up with something, you're welcome to throw it on there, of course. But like, if we come up with something, we're gonna say like, "Hey, this is 3.0. Put it on your bird." So that's cool. That's cool. So you built the ticket system, which means we're coming up on this damn inventory, right? Right? This database and this inventory and all that goes with it, right? Right? We can have this? All right. I said this QR code thing, man. Like I said, I thought about it today. I was picturing a plane flying around with a little QR code, and like along with the fin code and with the roundel. I was like, that'd be hot, man. It'd be fucking hot. But yeah, but like I said, these export planes, Dalton, I figured you might be interested too, just because like, well, everybody, like a lot of the members and a lot of people like say, hey, my planes are pretty cool and shit like that. Well, if you liked Coyote or X Diamant, I said you're going to be getting one. Just a variation. This isn't really. You'll be, like I said, it's a collaborative effort. It'll be yours, and you can manipulate it any way you want. But because we own it, like it's in essence, it'll be like if we come out with something, and it's you got a fleet of them. Even if you got 30, we're gonna say like we suggest you put this on the fleet. Be like an update, security update. You know what I mean? So that's what it's gonna be like. Ironically enough, I have and haven't dealt with an export situation like this before, so I know how I'm planning this out. And it's going to also like you'll benefit from anybody who gets it will also benefit from like Sill's expertise, my expertise in it, because even though I'm not going to like I might plan updates are going to come from Coyote. So Coyote is going to like collaboratively work with this new plane. We're calling it the Axe Project. Just because it's an experimental export aircraft. So I'm changing the acronym around a little bit, but yeah, that's what it is. So, yeah, and like I said, if you like the Coyotes, if you like Diamants, X Diamants, that's what it's based off of. Looks a hell of a lot like it, but it's built nothing like it. So, and that's why I said what I said before. If y'all remember, or I typed it, I don't even know, but I'd mentioned it, and I said like Sill was talking about like we don't need 2 or 3 planes that look identical. They're built differently, but look identical and fly very similar. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to just like, I'm throwing this out there for other people. Yeah, and like I said, it's not giving too much away, like, because they're so similar in looks and flight plan. Coyote is going to like I said, they're going to work hand in hand. It's almost like, it's like I said, it's my personal joint strike fighter. It's like an F-35. You guys are going to get it. It's going to look like one. It's not built like one. You can't glean Coyote from it, but you can benefit from everything that I put into that aircraft. And dude, I mean, seriously, actually earlier today, even yesterday too, but earlier today, I dropped a couple bombs on the plane, and I've already got 10 in this fleet that is going to be exported. So we're going through mods like crazy, and I literally almost dropped the veil. I mean, seriously, I was like, okay, this is getting a little bit too much. Do I really want to like, I was thinking like, this is kind of like one of those things where the Air Force, like the U.S. military loves to like, I'm going to give you some planes, but I'm going to give them dumbed down. You know what I mean? So you got to develop them and shit. But I'm not going to do that because we're not like that and I'm not like that. And like, we're trying to further everything. That would be kind of silly and stupid. So, like I said, it's going to be, there's a word I'm fucking looking for, but I can't think of it. Like, it's co something. Damn it. Like, I want to say cohabitate, but like, it's going to do it jointly. Like I said, whatever Coyote gets, it's going to get at the same time. Like I said, I'm not going to scrimp on anything. If there's something found on Coyote that just works, we're going to put it into the Axe project. I'm not going to hold back. You're not going to get anything that's dumbed down, second rank, nothing like that. You're going to get the full frontal. You're going to get the whole deal. So that's why when I was talking about it, I just referenced it. And I'm like, nope, you know what? No, I ain't going to be that guy. I'm going to be more like Israel. I'm going to give you the advanced. I'm going to give you the as advanced as I can make it, because if I don't give you anything advanced, you're going to miss out, and I might miss out on y'all's ideas, and I don't want to do that. So that's what we're going to reap the benefits, and anybody who actually wants to be the exporter of this plane, and if there wants to be multiples, I just need, like, we're going to have to sign a couple contracts. I want to make it sound official, even though it's like nothing really. Throw me a dime and I'll give you the plane. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to play it. I don't know how that's going to turn out, but like, if you want it, let me know. Let us know. Drop us a line somehow. You guys text me. I'm not sure, but like, you mention something to Sil and the site, because I'll probably pop more news on my personal channel, especially if I like introduce its rollout. It's not going to get a name either. That's the other key. It's as far as it's just the SILPAD X, and I'm going to leave it at that. It's up to y'all to name it. You can have a different name in your company. Like, all we're going to do is, like, when I come with block 3, block 8, whatever mod that happens to be, that, you know, we'll get that, and you can call it that, and it might have that. That's up to you. But I'm not going to, like I said, the plane will not be in my fleet. All we're going to basically do is build them to, like, well, let's test this out. That's kind of cool. Okay, you guys get it. And OAE, I don't know if this is how you treat yours. But this is how I plan on treating mine. So I'm really excited for it, because Coyote is a nifty little bird that gets niftier. Like, it already looks pretty cool. And like, people, I don't know. You haven't really showed anything. People who haven't seen it too much. I don't think I've got too many flights with it, just because, hell, I don't even know why I don't have too many flights with it. But, everybody knows it looks good. Everybody knows it looks pretty cool. It's flown pretty good. So I can't believe the lack of pictures I actually have of it. So I'm kind of, I'm actually here in the background trying to see if I can get y'all one. See, like, I know y'all know what it, oh my God, that's a fuzzy piece of crap picture. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find one here that does the plane justice before y'all go like, you know, like, oh my God, what the hell are we dealing with? Some of y'all may have seen it, but like, it's one of those planes where if you don't, you won't. So see if I can give you one here. Like, I just, it's not what you think, man. It's not what you, there you go. That's a Diamant right there. Because I only say that because it's early on, and of course now we call them Coyotes. So, completely different than what you're used to. Man, Mark, get on the damn show quick. We got to work on this shit. I need to play with it, but I need somebody to play with it. So I bounce ideas off of, or Dalton on the show. You're going to help me out, because I need to bounce these ideas off people so we can get this shit right. As I said, like, I mean, obviously, if you guys are used to the show, you've seen our filter transition right there, and it's usually like what we call the sky, because, well, we're IVPAC. We fly, sky, get high. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I need to have different transitions for different shit. And I realize that's part of the problem. But anyway, that was the Coyote. That was the Diamant, but that was Coyote. And yeah. So you guys, that's what you'll be getting. And I mean, like, again, I want to reiterate that. Oh fuck. The other thing I got to get new. There's a picture. The other thing I'm working on getting is a new mouse, because this one's like 10 years old. I really. Well, damn it, man, get it out of storage. Get like a small something so you can at least, like I said, you just need to have OBS on something so we can bounce the ideas, because you got to work with me on this damn thing, man. I'm going to get Dalton to do it too, but I work better when I bounce the ideas, although I've found some shit. You've seen I found some shit because you saw the videos I've made. So I've been playing with it. I'm getting better, but like I'm better when I can bounce the ideas off of people who are like, how do we do this? Oh, yeah, this is how we do it. Yeah. So, yeah. Hey, D, I just remembered that, you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I just remembered the Ultimate Warrior and that remember that one who destroys the world? I remember that video. It's a YTP. Y'all gotta check it out. With Hulk Hogan and Macho Man doing, yeah, oh, that's some good shit. Anyway. So yeah, I'm getting a mouse because like my mouse is fucked up. Like it even changing the battery and cleaning it out, and like the clicks either don't respond or they respond so fucking rapidly. Some shit like what just happened. I wasn't trying to get that to happen, but it happened. So y'all saw some stuff that like I'm really working. Damn it! I'm just trying to find a really good picture that's not fuzzy like that. I don't even have very many pictures of Coyote. This is actually a good one. This is a real good shot, but it's not going to cooperate because it's, bear with me, folks. I'm not trying to be quiet because you're not trying to see something. I'm just trying to be quiet because we're doing some software shit. Here we go. This is probably the best shot. See, the transition is supposed to be like this really cool thing. This really fast. Do this. But it's supposed to be a quicker transition. So we got to work on these transitions. But that's the best shot I've got of Coyote. But you've seen, like I said, that's the plane you'll be dealing with. That's the axe, basically. I told you it like looks identical and flies identical. The only difference is the building process. It's built completely different. You start with the same sheet. That's where the similarities basically end. Well, basically. So anyway, like I said, me, I'll have Coyote. You guys will have whatever you choose to name this. This is our axe project. So yeah, be getting that. And yeah, it's hot. And again, it's going to work with Pacer too. So the potential is like astonishing. Like it's not just, if you base it off of Coyote, what we use it for is, of course, it's like our medium range attacker. With Pacer, you got potential. It could be a patrol fighter. It could be, I wouldn't go as far as to say your striker long range, but possibly. I've like this, you've seen the short of that one. That's the actual axe, and that plane had some pretty good range. So I get some more flights into it, get a little bit more testing. But actually, it's really not, I don't want to, it's going to be funny because as I plan on exports, I'm keeping up the fleet, but I'm also thinking like, I'm really not going to fly it so much. We're just going to like do our tests with the aircraft, and then we're going to be like, hey, either put it on yours or this is what you need to do with it to make it really fly. And it's up to you, like, because you might want to, if you want it as an attacker, you'll keep it like this. Maybe you'll want to put Pacer on it and change it to a striker. Maybe you need that. Whatever. It really doesn't matter. But the whole thing is how you get it in once you accept it as an export. That'll be up to you guys. You name it, you play with it. So it's like, God damn, what I got dust in my eyes? What the fuck's going on? Yeah, the cool thing about that is just that. The only thing that, and the members would know this too, is the one confusing thing about it would be how we number them. And yeah, I haven't really considered that one yet. That's actually kind of hand in hand what I said about like, man, the QR codes are going to come in so handy, because this would be the first example in like something in the future where we really could progress this, because if somebody builds one, you put a QR code into the database and then everybody knows, and it could truly be global, because then you'd be like, hey, I built number 33. Here's number 33 with the code. And that way, when it's in the database, when you scan the QR code, you'll know like, oh, I can't, oh, 33 is already built, so I built 35. Even though you're 18 states or 2 countries away or a continent away. You know what I mean? That could make it truly international, truly cool. Right now, it would just be like, I don't know. I really don't know. That's the only thing. I mean, I'm excited for every aspect but that, and I don't even know if I give a crap enough to worry about how we, like I said, like I've built 10. Well, I haven't built 10. I'm sorry. I built 7, I think. 5, 6. What's in the car? Yeah, I've built 7. I'm sorry. I've got 7. And once you see them, you'll understand. Like, all of these right now, all the techs, and actually a couple techs, the reason why I was about to drop the veil on it was because there's a couple techs on this that Coyote hasn't even got yet. I thought about it. I mean, the idea came from something I was going to put. Coyote hasn't even got it yet. So that's why I was like, oh shit, I got to cover this up. But I'm like, no. Like I told you before, I'm not going to do that. We're going to do hand in hand. Whatever I come up with, you come up with. Whatever it comes up with, it comes up with. We're going to be on the same team, on the same page. So I'm not holding back any tech. You're going to get state-of-the-art equipment. Anyway, but like some of the stuff that's on there is already more advanced than Coyote's got. If it's to be considered advanced. Right now, I'm not even sure because it hasn't been tested on Coyote, and I don't know. I'm not looking for a plane that does more than it does. You know what I mean? So I'm not really trying to say like, hey, let's heavy that damn nose and turn it into an interceptor, which you can do with every one of your planes. You guys know this. Like, doesn't really matter except for like a true stunner, something that's light. You can like throw a damn dime or a battery in its nose. Oh, you can't see that because I'm still stuck on that. My bad. How y'all like this picture here? I went with a kite today, but it looks like a stingray. I thought that was kind of cool. But anyway, I got this. See this coin right here? This right here? This is that's what I was thinking. Like, you could throw anything in there, a rock. But like that's kind of thing I was thinking of. Like a dead battery would go real good in the nose of the plane, especially if it's dead. That way it doesn't cost shit. I mean, a penny's a penny, but a dead battery, one of these, not like you can recharge these yet, so it's dead. It's not worth anything, you know. But it's thin, it's coin big, so it adds weight, and any plane you put it in basically becomes an interceptor. So, just something to think about, because interceptors really are easy to build, because basically any plane you build can be one if it's heavy enough in the nose, just whether or not it cooperates. I did tell you that I found out that, like, I think Dalton, I don't know, KIA's Apex. I think he might have. I think all y'all actually might have a better interceptor than I've got. I know you're gonna jump on that really quick, you know, like real fast. Like, no, hell no, you. But I mean, like again, I've had Javelin for so long. You guys, it's fresh tech for you. It's fresher than for me. I mean, mine's like 30 years old. You guys, all y'all's are newer than mine. And like, yeah, it doesn't have to be new in our world, but it's that, like I said, it's not, I found out before, and I know I've said it, but I'll reiterate, it's not as good as it can be because I found out that like as hard as I throw it is too hard. Used to wonder, and I told you guys this, I think, you've never seen a video of it. They don't fly. It's not conducive to getting a video. I'm working on that. But it's not conducive to getting a video, and it's really hard to get pictures of them when they're not cute little colorful dots way up in the sky. They only look good posed on the ground. But those of y'all have seen them firsthand, you know what they're capable of. But the thing is, they're only capable of it because you scale down your throw. At least I have to. I mean, if y'all know me, like D, you too though. Both of us can throw pretty damn hard. Throw pretty good. We got pretty good mechanics for throwing. But I've noticed that like when he throws it, and Dalton, to correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, y'all done that? Y'all launch any interceptors? Use your interceptors to launch rockets yet? Or rattle your interceptors like we did? You didn't see that. They ain't do that crap. Nobody got a chance to do it like we did it, bro. But like I turned Dalton onto it after a while there because like I launched cruise missiles off planes, and I told him about how many different kinds of ways I blew up planes and launched planes with rocks, and he's like, oh, we got to do that. So we started doing that. Not like Mark, you know we've done that shit too, but man, it's fun to do, isn't it? It's fun to do. I try to see. I got it. Oh my God, dude. I could do something, but I'm not, I don't know if I should do it, D. I'll probably just leave it off there for you right now. I'm trying to think. We only did that with Apex, right? But anyway, guys, where I was going with that though was like I was thinking Apex, I was thinking Thunderbolt, and again, it's in the style you throw. But where I was going with that, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it when you threw Apex would shoot out and do its thing, or did it corkscrew like Javelin does? Because I finally figured out, and I think I told y'all, I told y'all this, but it was a long time ago in a show, and I said like it's not the penultimate interceptor because it corkscrews and I can't get it to stop. Well, I realize why I can't get it to stop, because it can't take my hardest throws. And I throw it hard. That's what causes it. If I back down on the throw, then it does what it's supposed to do. It looks smooth. It glides through the air. It goes straight. These interceptors are supposed to take your hardest throws. So obviously Javelin is not all it can be. Apex and Thunderbolt, I think you guys, it does it for you. Now, I don't know if you guys give it as hard a throw as you can, but you give it a really hard throw and it doesn't do it. Now, I mean, if that's the case, it does make it, it's parallel. Because if I scale back, if I don't give it 100%, if I give it 90%, it does what it's supposed to do. It looks nice. It does it good. But if I give it 100%, it corkscrews because there's too much thrust working with it and it can't fight it. The thing about it is what's really funny though is it doesn't ever fight it off. Like if you guys might not have seen it, but I've noticed it. Like after throwing them, it's like even when you back down the thrust in paper airplane world is basically your arm throw, any kind of kinetic energy it gets from your arm. So basically that should be gone within the first second of flight. And Javelin doesn't back off. Once it starts corkscrewing, it doesn't stop. Occasionally it rights itself, but usually it's a bit too late. It still gets to where it's going in a straight line, but it doesn't get there far enough unless I give it 90%. So maybe you guys always give it 90%, so maybe that's why y'all's looks better than mine, but see, that's right. And if you guys ever tried it, I don't know if you tried it, if you give an X-Wing, you put a bihedral on it where the winglets go up and down, or just add fluff, or all of the above, because obviously one of the main problems they have is there's not enough vertical to go with the horizontal to keep that thing from corkscrewing. It needs a lot of surfaces to fight it doing that. I've given Javelin X-Wings and I've given Javelin fluff and it still doesn't fucking help. So, like I said, the only way for me to do it is to back off on the throw a little bit. And I mean, again, 90% as long as it glides better actually is probably a good equivalent of 100. So it probably balances out in the wash. I mean, I'm still going to get a plane pretty far away, which is ultimately what you're trying to do, right? As long as, an attacking plane is far away, you're doing a good job. So, I mean, really, I could be talking about my ass and this is moot, As long as the damn thing glides, and it glides a good distance, you're getting what you need out of it. It's funny to say that with an interceptor, but you do need a little bit of a glide stage to get it to go the long distance. You just got to trust that it's I'm aiming it at that point and it's going to that point. So see, and that means you might have fixed it. See, this is why I need another example of y'all's birds, because I need an example of Apex and Thunderbolt and throw them the way I throw Javelin. Now, that way I know for sure that I can settle myself and be like, okay, it's me. It's not my design, it's me. I grab yours and I throw it at 100% and it does the same thing my Javelins do. I'm like, okay, it's me. Back it off to 90 and they, yeah, beautiful, beautiful. So, but anyway, that was, like I said, that's my voyage of self-discovery. And again, talking with, I hope to avoid something like that with the Axe. Axe is going to be like that. I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. And I hope we get some export customers for this. I make it sound like we make it sound like everything's real life, real deal, and sign contracts. We'll make money off this, huh? That's not what I'm doing, but I am hoping to sign a contract. I hope somebody wants to build the plane out there because it'll be so fun to collaborate on these birds and say hey, did you try this? No, let me try it. Damn, that's badass. Or no, that fucking sucks. Throw that out. So that'll be really cool. You guys, like I said, you guys are already going to be benefited because I think I had the plan even when I built the first one. So now I've actually got a chance to instigate it in implement it would be a better word. Implement it in 3 or 4 of the planes. And, yeah, they're cool. But, I haven't changed, that's not going to be a block yet. That's not going to be Tronc 2, Tronc 3. I don't know what I'm going to call that yet. because they're gonna whatever mods are gonna come out in increments. So it'll be like that could be what they are. Is increment 3, you know, something like that. Inc 3, Inc 4. Robert's in the house too. What's up, Rob? Hey man, the whole group's practically here. This is sweet. Yeah, like I said, we just had to get back, had to get out here, make the show. Now Abby's not here. Actually, Dalton is on board. Yeah, he's there. Not that he's on the show yet, but he's there. You know, I don't know what he's feeling, man. I mean, you showed him. We showed him. He knows. He still can't get to work. He actually showed us. Did you watch his video? He showed us what he did, how he built it, and what he did wrong. And it's like, well, it looks like yours looks right. He built it the way we would. I don't understand. And somebody else made a video. I can't remember if it was Jason. No, it was Jason. If you guys watched that video that I was talking about, I made a comment as IVPAC, so we made a comment out his about the things we missed. If you go watch and check that video out, he was building one. He said, like, y'all, it's like you're folding it wrong. You're folding your planes wrong. Very informative video. And he tells you why, like, some of y'all choose to go one route versus the other. And like, this is one of the reasons why, like, even Abby, you're not here, but you need to check this out. All right, man. Hey, dude, cool seeing you out there. Thanks for at least showing up for the comments. I mean, that's good when you drop in. So we'll try to be doing this a little bit more often now that I'm back up and running good. I'm telling you, man, I love this new tower, dude. This new tower is hot. I probably should have put a disk drive in it, but I'll fix that. I just don't have a DVD ROM, Blu-ray ROM on there. That's all. I failed to. It's because it needs an adapter on the inside. I can take the plate off. It's got the capacity, just haven't put it in. So I just got to do that. But anyway, yeah, good. Hopefully we can do this again some more. So yeah, you know. It has been, I'm telling you, that's why I said at the beginning, like, you have to go back and rehash, yeah, because we've had incidents, like, mostly me being down because of work, but, like you was, and I said, then my PC took a dump, and now I gutted it, so my little baby Acer tower is gone away to bye-bye, and now I got a new monstrosity, although it looks a shit ton better than the other one does. It's red. Gotta enjoy that. It's nice. It's red. It's way bigger, too, but gave it all the boosties. Way easier to play in this case. Yeah, no shit, right? The new hotness, not the old busted hotness upstairs. I almost kind of want to take the processor out because I feel like the problem really was the Mobo. I mean, literally the Mobo. I think the processor is probably okay because everything else is gutted from it. Everything, including this battery. That's where I got this battery. There's nothing left in it except the Mobo and the processor. I feel the processor is probably still good. It's just that the processor being the heart and usually the art of the machine, meaning like if your machine's state of the art, since that one's like 7 years old, the processor's probably not that good anymore. And you know what? It's a Dell, or it's an Intel. Somebody, I think Mark asked me actually, like why I went with AMD all the time. And like, I don't know. I just have. I've been an AMD fan my whole life. I like the fact that like they produce some pretty cool shit. It's not a matter of like, you know, like before it really was a matter of they quietly outpaced, you know, their power and their output was better, you know, across the board than Intel, and then Intel caught up, and then AMD surpassed, then Intel surpassed, and now they're probably on an even keel. It's just, I love the fact they don't advertise at all, you know, but they're out there. So, you know, you never launched. The king of freaking launching on a rubber band hasn't launched with a rocket off or launched with a rocket. Bro, it's my turn to tell you, you're missing out. That's some cool shit, dude. I'm trying to find, if you go back, actually, I don't know if you've revisited all of IVPAC's, like one of our first videos is the cruise missiles. And yeah, that was like, that's one of the reasons why I built the bomber is because like, I've always done that. Even way back in the day when I first built them, like, it'd be really cool to launch bottle rockets off these planes. And they take it really well. Now, if you do an interceptor like me and Kay did, and me and Mark did, because there's proof that we did that shit too. Yeah, not so much. But, like, it's really cool to watch them when they fly. Because they're just so, I mean, like, they launch it. Mark can attest to that. Dalton, you didn't see it, I don't think. Did you? We launched the planes with them, but like, dude, it was so cool. Like, they fly and they launch it, and it's not exactly like a guided missile, but it's definitely like a rocket. I mean, it's a rocket, so duh. But it's really cool to watch because the way we do it, and like, if you've seen it, like, you ever got those wire hangers that have that cardboard piece that connects the bottom there for like heavy duty pants or whatever? That cardboard tube is perfect for holding the rocket and taking a lot of launches. So I have a bunch of those in stock because they do burn out, but they work really good. They're not too much of a weight penalty on a bomber. And a coffee stirrer, slightly offset. The key to that is, like, okay, you have to do carriage testing with the bottom rocket. Here I am going into the rocket launches, but like, if you watch the video, you'll see the cruise missile, like, okay, so there's two of the coat hanger tubes mounted to hold the rocket and hold it for launch. And it used to be like, we used to play with ways, like back in the day, me and Pharaoh and Sink and all them, we used to try to figure out like, oh, how are we going to get this thing to stay on board? And we used to stuff stuff in the actual tube, like tissue paper or toilet paper, something like that, Kleenex that would expand kind of in there and just hold it. It would work until it burned. And if y'all play with that shit, any of that stuff you put in there burns really good. So three launches later and your damn plane's on fire. So that wasn't good. That was a no-go. So what you do, like I learned, it was me, like a coffee stirrer. Because the bottle rocket stick fits in the stirrer really well. But if you offset it from the tube just slightly, but you gotta stay behind the tube for aerodynamics, but you have to offset it so that it actually holds the rocket from like not just falling out. The launch, it's slightly offset because you can't have it interfere with the launch, but you gotta interfere with it from like falling off the plane before it fires. So if you take it, like if you got them parallel, like they're just line abreast, if you just kind of skew it to the right, to the left, or just off center, that's all it needs. And then it'll hold it just enough to keep it on board tight. It's really simple. I can't believe we didn't think of it like quicker than that. But, and also, obviously, the key to that is you have to have a big enough plane to support it. It's a lot of trial and error. You got to figure it out. If you need any help, get with KIA on that. KI is the KI stands for King of Big Ass Aircraft. Yeah, he definitely show you how to build something large enough to handle about 6 of them bastards. I've only ever put 1 on each wing. Usually is enough to scare people off. Because when you got one of them planes flying around launching rockets at you, like, oh shit. So that in of itself is really cool. But go back and watch our videos. You can see it. You can't keep track of it too well. We'll have to get another newer video of that on hand so you can tell how that works because it's really fucking cool to watch. Yeah, but it's really a simple procedure. And like we've showed, I think there's videos, right? We got the ones that actually launched in IVPAC. Me and NASA's only took pictures of our launches. I showed him how you can do that, and he did it on a Thunderbolt. Or I did it on Javelin. Ironically, we always do it with interceptors, basically because it just acts as a RADO. It's like a takeoff boost, a rocket-assisted boost for the interceptors. And the interceptors can handle it. Because again, they're like, well, they already fly like a rock, add more weight, so what? So you throw it up there, and at its peak, it launches up there, and it gets hella good altitude when it's attached. The thing is, it burns the plane, as me and anybody else who's done that, NASA's, Pharaoh, Sin, well, he can't, but anybody can attest to. Yeah, it's like when it launches, it goes. It goes pretty damn good. So most other planes would, but the thing about it is only the interceptors really need it because gliders, you're going to interfere with the glide phase. I mean, yeah, if it's part of a takeoff boost, but if it doesn't drop the rocket, it's carrying that around, so extra weight. And I don't think any of us, I take that back. We did experiment with it way back in the day. I think me and Sin did that. But yeah, it turns out to not help at all. So the only ones that really benefited the interceptors and various good reasons. So it's basically, it's funny, what I just talked about being Javelin is like not the best one for it is probably the best one for it because, hey, like if you attach a bottle rocket on the interceptor, it's going to get the plane, isn't it? Just throw it a little bit and pew, you're gone. Plus, it'll blow up. Hell, that is the best interceptor, isn't it? Huh. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. If you can ever get a big enough, hey, we're looking at you, kid. You ever get a big enough one to actually hold like what I personally like in my force, I use various calibers of the bottle rockets, gauges, I like to say. But the bigger they are, when they're like this big around, I name them like Grumman named their planes after all the cats. So some of the biggest ones are the tiger cat and the bear cat, and they are that big around. If you can get a bear cat mounted on a plane, damn. I mean, damn. That plane, like, it's going to, them, their report is like a fireworks show. Who's going to fight that off? It's just going to blow to hell anything in front of it. So, you're missing out. You got to try it. Get you a bottle rocket or 3. And actually, like, I've also found out the most fun way I've ever had of destroying planes is by, like, when I had the phase 1, well, it's phase 1, but I called it the phase 1 ice because it had cylinder. It had an early version of Pisces cylinder engines, but so I gave it 4 engines like a big bird would have, and like I made it out of notebook paper, so she aged really rapidly. So one July 4th down in South Carolina, I took it out by putting 4 M80s in each of the cylinders. It blew that plane up. So a good way to destroy your airplanes by burning. And before you burn is by taking some firecrackers and just blowing the ever-beloved shit out of them. And it's real fun. It's real fun. Like, yeah, give it a try sometime. You'll quite like it. You'll quite enjoy it. I don't know. I'm trying to see if I got any pictures of that. Probably don't. Should, but don't. That's okay. I don't even think. Did I just do away with that picture? Where the hell did that picture even go? I don't know if any of y'all remember this, but I had that one that I blew up a long time ago, and it flew better after it done blowed up. Actually, I know I shouldn't say that. I don't have that one anymore. But I did have one that illustrated what it was like to just blow the shit up. And where is it? How do I not have that plane anymore? Huh. Well, that's just ridiculous. Oh, wait, it could be in here. For some odd reason, I have 2 Spark. Mostly because, let me show you something, people. Let me learn you a little something. One of the things, Dalton will remember that. Okay, remember what the fuck is going on? I need this new mouse. The new mouse is also headed down here. Because this is the end result of what happens when you just launch too many planes with a rocket. that I think that was an Apex, wasn't it? D, if you could watch that, yeah. I mean, like, if you can't decide, but yeah, that I think that plane. Why is this on Nova? Stupid. This is not mine. I realize I've duplicated the damn thing, but anyway, it's got to be in here. I gotta have blown it up. I don't even remember which plane it was. The ones that I build, the O bodies, yeah, those are fun. And tail boom aircraft, those are fun. Here it is. Here it is. Where the hell did it go? Oh my God. You're driving me batshit crazy here. You are driving me batshit crazy. I now know why it left and became what it did. So it was this plane. This plane was kind of silly and kind of stupid, but if you'll notice, there's an M80 on its back. Yeah. Look pretty good, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, so I wanted this one really kind of like stunk up the thing. And I wasn't like, God damn it, you transition too fast. I gotta get rid of this mouse. It was supposed to be a quick transition, but that's the end result of that M80. But you can see, look, it actually stayed pretty much intact. It just blew a giant hole in its body where the M80 was. So you can imagine having 4 of them on board and doing that. Because that's actually, there's what the other side of it looked like. Let me reassure you that the split did not happen until it blew up. That's what the underside looked like. So yeah, it's fun to blow them up too. And again, like burning always the most fun because it's the one time you get a good opportunity unless you build yourself the wind tunnel, which one of us has got to do. Myself being that one, but the wind tunnel is you get to see the effect if you burn the nose and keep it in the wind. You'll see how you're playing the fluidity of the air around your aircraft, even though that aircraft's going to die. You know, it's cool to see that. Yeah, should definitely check that shit out. Go blow you something up. Enjoy that. Yeah. Wow, this got good and fast. This is really cool. I'm glad everybody got in here. I'm glad everybody, well, he didn't get in here, but I'm sure I can get him on here. Maybe we'll get a couple of the others. Maybe we'll invite Kyle out, Jason out, see what we can talk about. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, anticipate the show coming up here, guys. We're gonna try to get you another one out here. I'll probably be taking this to my channel and talking with you about the new aircrafts, the new program, and talking about Pacer, which will still be featured on a Tech Talk because we haven't done a Tech Talk in ages. There's a lot of tech to talk about. So, yeah, the how to builds. I know I got to get the how to builds out there. I think, now that I know, that's actually what that is, isn't it? That broke off. Could that possibly been the problem? That couldn't have been the problem, could it? I gotta look into that. Anyway, so yeah, we're anticipating a pretty good show this weekend. I said it'll be Sunday morning for some peeps. We're doing it about Saturday night. D's talking about 8 or 9 local. Our time, Central Standard U.S. time. I think. Is that going to be right? Because we're like losing daylight savings this weekend, isn't it? But it would be after that, right? So like just before that? So yeah, 8 or 9 this weekend. We'll be doing a show. Obviously, this will be your chance to talk to KIA and get this shit right for a change. I mean, whatever the problem is that you're having, we'll be able to work with you on it. So, yeah. Be looking out for that. Be looking out for some new stuff out of us. We'll get you hyped for my programs. And, yeah. This was a good show. Be sure to check out the videos I mentioned. Let's not forget that. We turned this into like quite a show, but the key about this is, that we were, we're more than that. So, yeah, make sure you, I did do that. Okay. Make sure you check out the other videos that we were mentioning. I think I said all of them. Sky King got one. ID 67 Coon got one or two, I think. Kind of quiet for this week, but I mean, like we've been absent for a while, so just get out there and check things out. So why the hell are 22s? That's so stupid. How is it the latest one if it was 8 months ago? Did I really? Guys, seriously, it's been longer than that. It's been more recent than that, hasn't it? I hope so. Yeesh. Anyway, yeah, guys. So look forward to this weekend. We're gonna have a show for you. I'll try to get another show out for me. Maybe put a couple of more of those shorts out there so you can see what we're dealing with here. But it'll be exciting. Keep on keeping on, and hope to see you there.